When people think about the search for life in the universe, they usually focus on planets. A world must orbit the right kind of star. It must have liquid water, a stable atmosphere, perhaps a magnetic field. The conditions must be just right. Too hot and oceans evaporate. Too cold and everything freezes. This idea is known as the habitable zone, the region around a star where temperatures may allow liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. For decades, it became one of the most important concepts in astronomy. Find planets inside the habitable zone, and perhaps you find life. But there is another habitable zone that receives far less attention, one that exists on a vastly larger scale, not around a star, but around an entire galaxy. Because it turns out that where a planet exists inside the Milky Way may be just as important as where it exists around its own star. A planet can have oceans, an atmosphere, a perfect climate, and still be doomed simply because it formed in the wrong part of the galaxy. This idea is known as the galactic habitable zone, a concept suggesting that enormous regions of the Milky Way may be fundamentally hostile to complex life. Not because planets cannot exist there, but because the galaxy itself becomes too dangerous. At first, that sounds surprising. Space is mostly empty. The stars seem peacefully scattered across the night sky. The Milky Way appears calm, almost timeless, but that appearance is deceptive. Galaxies are violent places. Stars are born. Stars explode. Black holes consume matter. Radiation floods through space. Entire stellar systems pass one another over millions of years. The galaxy is constantly changing, and not every neighborhood is equally safe. The first dangerous region lies at the very center of the Milky Way. Roughly 26,000 light-years from Earth, the galactic core contains an astonishing concentration of stars. Instead of the relatively quiet stellar neighborhood surrounding our Sun, the central region packs millions of stars into comparatively small volumes of space. Night skies there would be breathtaking. Some stars might appear brighter than the full moon. Others would crowd every direction. Darkness itself would become rare. But beauty comes at a price. The galactic center is one of the most hazardous environments in the Milky Way. At its heart resides Sagittarius, a star, a supermassive black hole containing about 4 million times the mass of the Sun. Although Sagittarius A* is relatively quiet today, black holes can become dramatically more active when consuming nearby material. During active periods, enormous amounts of radiation may be released, powerful enough to influence surrounding regions of the galaxy. Yet the black hole is only part of the problem. The dense concentration of stars creates additional dangers. Massive stars live short lives. They burn through nuclear fuel rapidly before ending in spectacular supernova explosions. Each explosion releases immense quantities of energy, high-energy radiation, and shock waves capable of affecting nearby planetary systems. If such explosions occur frequently enough, stable biological evolution becomes difficult. Complex life requires time. Hundreds of millions, sometimes billions of years. Repeated sterilizing events interrupt that process. The closer one moves toward the galactic center, the greater the probability of encountering such catastrophic environments. And there is another consequence of stellar crowding: gravity. In our region of the galaxy, nearby stars are separated by enormous distances. The closest star beyond the Sun, Proxima Centauri, lies more than 4 light-years away. That isolation provides remarkable stability. Planetary orbits remain largely undisturbed over immense timescales. Near the galactic center, however, close stellar encounters become much more common. Passing stars can gravitationally perturb planetary systems, alter comet reservoirs, increase impact risks, or even destabilize planetary orbits entirely. Worlds may simply struggle to remain stable long enough for complex ecosystems to emerge. Yet moving away from the center does not automatically solve every problem, because the outer regions of the galaxy present their own challenges. Far from the galactic core, stars become increasingly sparse. At first, that sounds beneficial. Fewer nearby supernovae, less radiation, greater stability. But another limitation appears: heavy elements. When the universe first formed after the Big Bang, it contained mostly hydrogen and helium. The elements required for rocky planets, carbon, oxygen, silicon, iron, magnesium, calcium, did not yet exist in significant quantities. They were manufactured inside stars. Every generation of stars enrich the galaxy by creating heavier elements through nuclear fusion and explosive supernovae. Over billions of years, these materials accumulated. New stars formed from increasingly enriched clouds of gas and dust. Planets became possible. Life became possible. In the far outer galaxy, however, heavy elements become less abundant. Fewer previous generations of stars mean fewer raw materials available for building rocky planets like Earth. Gas giants may still form. Stars certainly do. But the ingredients needed for terrestrial worlds capable of supporting familiar forms of life become less common. The galaxy therefore presents an intriguing balance. Too close to the center, and radiation, stellar density, and gravitational chaos threaten long-term stability. Too far toward the outskirts, and the building materials for rocky planets become increasingly scarce. Somewhere between those extremes lies a relatively narrow region where conditions appear especially favorable. That region is what astronomers call the galactic habitable zone. And remarkably, our own solar system appears to reside within it. The Sun orbits the Milky Way roughly halfway between the crowded center and the sparse outer edge, far enough from the galactic core to avoid its most dangerous environments, yet close enough to generations of earlier stars that the heavy elements necessary for Earth, oceans, mountains, and living organisms could form. It is, in many respects, an unusually fortunate location. But location alone is not enough. Time matters as well. Early in the Milky Way's history, supernovae occurred more frequently. Galaxies were more chaotic. Planetary systems had less time to stabilize. Today, billions of years later, the galaxy has become comparatively calmer. Many astronomers suspect that the universe itself may have become increasingly hospitable to complex life as it aged. Not because the laws of physics changed, but because galaxies matured, heavy elements accumulated, violent star formation slowed, stable planetary systems became more common. The cosmos may have needed time before life like ours became truly possible. Yet even within the galactic habitable zone, danger never disappears completely. Supernovae still occur. Gamma-ray bursts remain possible. Passing stars occasionally disturb distant comet clouds. Asteroid impacts continue shaping planetary histories. Earth itself bears scars from multiple mass extinctions. Life survives not because the universe is safe, but because catastrophic events remain infrequent enough for recovery. That distinction is important. Habitability does not mean perfection. It means probability. A place where life has a reasonable chance of emerging and persisting despite inevitable challenges. And as astronomers discover thousands of planets orbiting distant stars, the galactic habitable zone has become an increasingly valuable framework. Finding an Earth-sized planet inside a stellar habitable zone is exciting. Finding one that also resides within a favorable region of its galaxy is even more compelling. It suggests that habitability may operate on multiple scales simultaneously. A suitable planet, orbiting a suitable star, located within a suitable part of a suitable galaxy. The requirements begin stacking together. And with each additional requirement, the search becomes more selective. Yet perhaps the most fascinating implication is philosophical. For centuries, humanity viewed Earth as the center of existence. Then we learned Earth orbits the Sun. The Sun orbits the Milky Way. The Milky Way is one galaxy among hundreds of billions. Our importance seemed to shrink with every discovery. But the galactic habitable zone reveals something unexpected. Not every place in the universe is equally suited for life.